More than 33 million Americans have already cast ballots in the November 5th presidential election. Joining us live to talk about that is News 4's White House correspondent Jon Decker. So, Jon, any insight into whether Harris or Trump is benefiting from this early voting that you can tell us?
Well, it's important to consider that this number, 33 million plus, is ahead of the pace of early voting the last election cycle for the 2020 presidential election. Since that time, more states have instituted early voting, allowing their citizens to vote early before Election Day. It's also important to remember, Kinsley, this is not predictive in the sense that we don't know how these voters actually cast their ballots. What we do know is that of those 33 million plus ballots, 42% have been cast by registered Democrats, 35% have been cast by registered Republicans, and 23% have been cast by individuals who do not indicate a political party preference. But certainly there's a lot of interest, as you can tell, in this upcoming presidential election, and these numbers bear that out.
So two new national polls out today. Jon, according to these polls, where does the race stand right now?
According to these polls, one's from CNN, the other one from the New York Times, two respected news organizations, the race nationally is a dead heat. It's a tie. Both of those polls indicate that. There have been other national polls which indicate the same thing. And it's also important to keep in mind, Kinsley, this is a national poll. The race will be won for the White House in individual states. So I pay more attention to polling as it relates to those battleground or swing states than I do to this national polling.
Understood. Jon Decker, that's our time, but thanks for joining us on News 4 at 5.
Thank you, Kinsley.